our family has a family reunion coming up in a few days. This weekend will be the third family reunion we've had in about 8 years. So I think we're a grateful family to be able to come together like that. Right now, with everything going on in the world right now, it's so important to have a family and for families to be strong, because I can tell you right now, things are not going to get better. They're not going to get better. Unfortunately, there are some folks who just don't have families. There are just no family structure. In my own family, I have a quite large and extended family in Fort Worth. And I can tell you, man, people ask me, what part of Fort Worth I'm from. I just tell them I'm from Fort Worth, because they're from all over, every part of Fort Worth. But we're grateful to actually have a large family, extended family. Now, just like any other family, we go through our ups and downs, and we go through our, a little pitfalls, a little back and forth with each other, and things like that. But at the end of the day, when it's time to come together, we know when to come together. I try to lead the way in trying to get our family together for a number of years now, and I guess it started really for me back when I saw the older folks getting families together back in on the north side of Fort Worth, where we called near 28th Street in Fort Worth, my great-grandmother's house. We used to have family reunions back then, and I remember everybody just getting together, and the kids played with the kids, the grown folks did the grown folks thing. But when it came down to eating and enjoying watermelon and barbecue and all that good red soda, Big Red, hey man, we was doing it. And so over the years, as some of the older folks have died off, family gatherings like that became less and less. We did try to hold on and do them, I think, immediately after my grandmother passed. I think she was one of the last major leaders in the family to go to heaven. And so we tried to hold on and do little things during the holidays. But over the years, people go in different directions, and people grow out of things. People have other priorities in life, and life treats people in unusual ways. Then you had 2020 COVID that came along and isolated folks for about a year and a half or so. And even after the isolation, people still tended to kind of not be around each other. And I think it was around that time that I decided to do a family reunion, which was last year, since 2020. And so a lot of folks hadn't seen each other since 2020. It's amazing. But at the end of the day, I would applaud any family out there that is trying to hold it together, because it's tough, man. It's tough, man, to maintain. It is tough. So I applaud anybody with even half a family out there that's trying to maintain it, keep it together, and checking on each other, and feeding each other when you need be, and taking care of each other, and helping each other with bills and things like that, man. Because that's what it's all about. And in my family, I hope to do more of that, or at least hope to be, how can I put this? I just hope to strike a match in the dark. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be the end all, do all, be all, but I'm just trying to be somebody in the dark that's striking a match, so that when I light a room, hopefully everyone else can go and find their matches. Because at some point my match is going to be extinguished. And so there's some other folks who know how to step up and strike their matches. And so, I try to do the best I can to try to hold us together and keep us together. And I had a unique experience, because out of everybody in the family, I kind of had the opportunity to live outside the family, for a long time. I've lived in different countries, been Air Force military, and so my experience was much more unique than anybody else in the family. We've had military members in the family, but no one as long as me. I did 22 years. And no one has stayed overseas as long as I did. I stayed, at one point I was in Japan damn near 10 years, it seemed like, man. So I was really worldwide and around the world, and so I've seen different things and experienced different things. And so I think because of that, I saw the family as a whole, kind of from the outside looking in, because I wasn't day to day with the family. I was in the Air Force doing whatever they want me to do. So the family was kind of at a distance, but it was at a good distance where I can see the family as a whole. And so I saw the health of the family, I saw the wealth of the family, I saw the family where the dynamics were not as strong. I saw where dynamics that were strong, But at the end of the day, I felt because I had that type of vision over the entire family like that, I felt obligated to kind of be the one to bring us together, because I think when you're living day to day as a family, you don't realize how good you are as a family. You know what I'm saying? Because people live every day and, they don't realize just how good of people we are. Or some families are, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just wanting to try to highlight that and try to bring us together and show us that as one, man, we're powerful, and we're a healing force. I do believe that during family reunions, it's not just a time to meet up and eat and drink and that type of stuff. I think that you should leave away from family reunions feeling much better than you did before you came. even those that need healing for some unknown pains or ailments, you know. It's just my hope that family reunions, the love of family reunions, be the healing, you know, elixir, so to say, for folks. But we have ours coming up this weekend. I encourage everybody out there that if you got a family or half a family, man, try to get together periodically and check on each other, because especially the elderly ones too, the older folks out there, because oftentimes we always lose sight of the older ones. I'm not going to even sugarcoat that one, but the older ones, man, need our help sometimes. But even the simple things, the basic things, it could be changing a light bulb in the hallway for a light that's out, but they can't reach it and they're afraid to ask anybody. But we got all these healthy men in the family. All it takes is about 10 minutes to go to the house, change a light bulb. But it's those things, examples I'm trying to use, where we can help each other as a family. So family reunions are opportunities to come up with those resources and come to agreements on resources like that for each other, on ways to help each other. So, you know, kudos to those out there that are holding family reunions, still holding strong. For those out there that are just hanging on, keep holding on and doing what you can, even if it's a little bit. But we have ours coming up, and I'm grateful to God that we're all able to come together as one. So with that, I'll give y'all another video update after the family reunion, see how it went. But we're expecting a nice, good turnout. It's going to be a little hot, but it is going to be breezy up in Texas. So y'all take care. Eric Brown, MOBO-Media. I'm out.